and welcome to Finextra. I'm Thea George and I'm here with Benoit Dessere of Societe Generale. We're at Cybos 2016 in Geneva and we're talking about innovation in transaction banking. Benoit, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
So Cybos has become a well-recognized venue to discuss innovation in transaction banking. From your perspective, what are the most promising areas of innovation you're working on right now?
Well, innovation, let's not forget, it has been the venue of the bank for a long time. What has dramatically changed over the past is the acceleration of the innovations. To that extent, we can probably categorize them in faster. That's all the discussions we're currently having on real-time instant payment, for example. But not only faster, it's also safer. There's a lot of developments going on with digitalized information, signed information, digitalized signed information as an example. And let's not forget it, there's also a third one, which is to make sure that it's more transparent. So if you combine faster, safer, and more transparent, you certainly have the three keys of the growing innovations that the banks are looking at, or an innovation that is really kicking in now.
And how do these areas of innovation match with the evolving needs of customers?
In fact, there's two advantages, I would say, and one major disadvantage. The biggest advantage for the customers, all that innovations certainly brings what is being looking for. You know, we've always, for a long time, tried to bring to the customers, to the corporates, the concept of anytime, anywhere, any device. Now, if you had the three things that I mentioned, faster, safer, more transparent, you have, in essence, what the customer is looking for. That allows him to manage not simply what he's got local, but really international in the best possible way, for as long as he can handle all those changes. And that's the second aspect. Not only he gets informations and innovations, not only he fits with his requirements, but he also has a drawback. Let's not forget it. The drawback is that all of that innovations force him to go onto investments. That to some extent is a bit of a drag on for him, because a lot of projects needs to be supplemented by developers, banks, editors, for example. So sometimes the concept, the innovations goes beyond his most capabilities in terms of either financial resources or human resources.
So when it comes to emerging technologies, examples such as blockchain, they continue to dominate discussions here at Cybos. Which of these are the most promising, do you think, for cash management, for transaction banking, and how close are you to deriving real value from them?
Well, the good news is I think the emulations that we're seeing today within the banking community with the fintechs, but not just the fintechs, is certainly driving things in a better way and in a faster way. Innovations like GPI that Swift is talking about certainly brings a new momentum in correspondent banking. You know where your payments are, it goes more instant payment. That's a good innovation. That's a must-have for the corporates. Blockchain, it's a bit of a more complicated issue. There is a technology. How do you apply the technology to the banking sector? It's still to be mastered. Where are obvious reasons for blockchains to be developed, I would certainly see it more, for example, being developed in the trade finance with a smaller community, the shippers, the buyers, the sellers, for example, that you would see it in cash management. Volume size, a bit too big. Time response, maybe not as efficient as instant payment that we are talking about. So to some extent, GPI is a good thing. Blockchain is a good thing, but it's more dedicated to some markets. And let's not face it, let's not forget it, there are other aspects of what we're looking at today that will bring a lot of value. Everybody's talking about digitalized information. If tomorrow we can have an e-signature, if tomorrow we can have an e-documents, which is as much pertaining to the trade finance as it is to the payment and cash management, for example, and the customers, as much as the bank, will have made a major advance in the safety zone that we are all looking for sure.
Benoit, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching.